हेलो, वेलकम बैक टू माय स्ट्रीम। आज हम वापस से खेल रहे हैं गेंशिन इम्पैक्ट। आज काफ़ी टाइम बाद हमारे प्रिय मित्र विनीत मनियार जी वापस आए हैं खेलने के लिए। विनीत जी हेलो बोलिए।
गुड बाय।
गुड बाय। इनका हेलो बोलने का तरीका ही एकदम अलग है, एकदम विचित्र आदमी है ये। चल आ गया मैं।
द मोस्ट
क्या क्या
शी कॉलिंग द केटल ब्लैक।
हम अनोखे हैं, विचित्र नहीं है, विचित्र आप हो।
तुम एंटीक हो, तुम्हें बेचेंगे तो पैसे भी नहीं मिलते। कबाड़ी में जाओगे तुम।
कबाड़ की अलग वैल्यू होती है।
हाँ वही।
एक बंदे का कबाड़ दूसरे का आर्कियोलॉजिकल फाइंड होता है।
चलो आ तो जा।
हाँ, फ्रेंडवा में जाएंगे, डिलियन को रिक्वेस्ट देंगे। ये ससुरा एक्सेप्ट कर लिया, कोऑप का गेम चालू करवा रहे हैं। घुसिए जल्दी। तरस गए हम तुम्हारे साथ गेम खेलने के लिए।
ये एक ही है स्टेज, क्योंकि फिर मैं सोने जा रहा हूँ, मुझे कल सुबह जल्दी उठना है।
चलेगा चलेगा। अरे मेरा रेजिन भरा पड़ा है। अच्छा हाँ, रेजिन लगेगा ना 60।
तेरे ऊपर, तूने अगर बहुत सारे नहीं किए तो।
हाँ हाँ, तो हाँ चलेगा। मैं वरना सोच रहा था वो कंडेंस कर लूँ। बोल क्या लूँ।
कंडेंस नहीं लगेगा, तू कंडेंस यूज नहीं कर सकता, बॉस फाइट है।
अच्छा बोल क्या क्या लूँ मैं।
पायरो और क्रायो है, तो उसके हिसाब से ले।
एक तो फिर बेनी हो गया और एक वाटर ना फिर।
मैं कोको में ले रहा हूँ।
तो मैं बेडो लूँ ताकि।
तू बेनी ले रहा है तो
मैं बेडो लूँ क्या ओवरलोड करने के लिए।
मेरे पास क्रायो नहीं है यार, कोई भी क्रायो अच्छा चाहिए।
मेरे पास चीची है।
अरे ऐसा नहीं, रेडी भी है क्रायो।
ओके बोल। मैं
क्रायो में
मैं चाइल्ड लूँ या बेडो लूँ।
Silly Billy Hilly Churl. This scenery
बोल।
is wonderful.
चाइल्ड ले
Surely enough to convince anyone to become a wanderer.
ओके नहीं तो गान्यू नहीं ले रहा।
क्रायो के लिए मैं लेता हूँ, पायरो के लिए तू ले।
हाँ ठीक है।
और हीलर कोकोमी है, तो देख ले, तेरे को काजुआ लेना तो काजुआ ले बेनी की जगह।
अच्छी हीलर है क्या, दोनों को संभालेगी।
3,500 का हील करती है पर टिक, पर वो रेडियस में रहना पड़ता है उसके।
अच्छा चल चल, फर्स्ट टाइम कर रहे हैं, रिस्क नहीं लेते, मेरे को बेनी का आदत है।
ठीक है बेनी ले लेगा, क्योंकि तेरा चाइल्ड भी
एक्चुअली एक फेज के अंदर
फुल्ली बिल्ड नहीं है ना तेरा।
नहीं, मेरा फुल्ली बिल्ड है बट क्रिट डैमेज का फालतूगिरी है कि मतलब क्रिट के बदले अटैक का उसके ऊपर आर्टिफैक्ट है।
समझा।
ही इज नॉट ऑप्टिमाइज्ड।
हाँ
इतना जल्दी मर रही है, क्या है क्या है ये। ये क्या
Let's light it up! The Tsaritsa's benevolence has no place for transgressors!
इसमें इसके ये फोड़ने हैं।
Let's light it up!
या उसको ही
वो तो
अटैक।
फोड़ेगा तो तेरा हीलिंग हो जाएगा।
ओके
और वो क्या बोलते हैं,
सेंटर वाला।
Let's light it up!
सेंटर
तो
वाले को
मेरा
मार
कैसा
दिया।
कोकोमी का ये है ना, वो जेली फिश रहती है ना, इसलिए मैं हीलिंग का ज्यादा सोचता नहीं हूँ।
ओके
कोकोमी का आने के बाद तो वो हीलिंग का मैं सोचता ही नहीं हूँ। इसको डाल देने का, फील्ड पे छोड़ देने का, अपने आप हील करती रहे सबको।
ओके लास्ट इन योर क्रिम्सन विच ऑफ एम्बर्स। फ्लेम्स नहीं है ये।
हाँ मतलब ये जिंदा है, तो उसका ओरिजिनल वर्जन नहीं है। आएगा ये क्लोन थी या उसका वो लास्ट मिनट पे एस्केप हो गई या ऐसा कुछ होगा।
तेरे को पायरो का वो नहीं हो रहा, ओवरहीट
हो रहा है ना। ब्लेजिंग हीट।
तो
Let's light it up.
आजा।
बोल तो रहा हूँ कोकोमी है,
कोकोमी
हील हो जाती है वो,
Adventure time.
जितना डैमेज हो रहा है heal।
Light it up. Not every wound will heal.
वो जेलीफिश आजू बाजू होती है ना, हील होते रहते।
मेरे को एक्चुअली ना इसके लिए ये चाहिए मैं सोच रहा हूँ एलिमेंटल मास्टरी लगाऊं चाइल्ड के लिए।
मैंने अभी चेंज किया ना हुडाओ का, मैंने उसको 2 पीस क्रिम्सन 2 पीस वंडरस डाला, क्योंकि ईएम अगर उसका अच्छा होगा ना
हाँ
हुडाओ का,
हाँ
तो 50,000 60,000 का डैमेज करती है पर टिक।
Allow me.
इजी है रे, अगर सब कुछ ठीक से मैनेज किया ना।
मैं तो बहुत बार हरा है,
मेरा फर्स्ट टाइम
इजी इसका पैटर्न भी समझ गया।
है क्या पैटर्न।
No time to lose.
Adventure time.
चाइल्ड जितना नहीं है, चाइल्ड अच्छा था, टफ था वो स्टार्टिंग।
हाँ
Let's
और
light.
उसके 3 फेज भी है ना, तो वो भी मैटर करता है।
हाँ अब ये जाएगी टॉर्नेडो को नीचे। ओ हो मरते मरते बची।
Not every wound will heal.
बहुत जल्दी बिल्डअप हो रहा है ये ओवर हीटिंग भाई।
हाँ बहुत जल्दी होता है, अरे वेट करना चाहिए था थोड़ा।
तो ये बस पानी के पास जाके खड़े हो जाओ क्या?
हाँ बस।
तो तोड़ने का नहीं रहता इन लोग को?
नहीं
मैं तोड़ रहा
अच्छा
था।
नहीं, उसको तोड़ना होता।
Searing
मैं तोड़ रहा था इतनी देर से।
अरे
तोड़ू कि नहीं तोड़ू?
ये ओवरहीट है, ओवरहीट क्या? हाँ तोड़ना,
तो तोड़ने से
ओवरहीट चला जाए।
ठीक है, टॉर्नेडो बन गई।
तोड़ने से तेरा ओवरहीट वो है ना, वो खत्म हो जाएगा।
रीजन होते रहते हैं ना कि ये कि नहीं?
हाँ हाँ रीजन होती रहती।
Let's light it up.
Tidal wave. Yeah.
ओ भाई साहब इतना भाई बचा कोकोमी।
Off we go.
ये कोकोमी बचा। तेरा जेली की तरह जेली।
Off we go. Call me a witch.
ये गया बेन।
Couldn't break the curse.
Couldn't break the curse. तो भाई बहुत हेल्थ जा रहा है हमारा। ये जीन की तरह नहीं है यार, जीन की तरह होती ना तो सिर्फ एक बर्स्ट यूज करती सब हील हो जाते हैं। मेरा बेनी का हेल्थ बहुत
नहीं मैं बर्स्ट ही नहीं, मेरा बर्स्ट खत्म हो गया है, मैं बर्स्ट
Shouldn't let your
ही
guard down.
नहीं, मतलब मेरा बेनी भी हील हो जाता जीन होती है
हाँ
वैसे भी।
अरे इसका प्रॉब्लम ऐसा है कि ये नहीं है,
Searing reckoning.
अरे ये ओवरलोड रिएक्शन भी हो रहा है ना साथ में। 4,300 को तो कर
Not
दिया।
every
ये
wound.
गया मेरा चाइल्ड गया, मेरा चाइल्ड गया और बेनी भी
अरे ये
जाएगा।
भी गया।
मेरा बेनी
बताओ,
जाएगा,
ये भी
बेनी
गया।
जाएगा।
कोकोमी भी गई।
ओह
Let's light it up.
रीट्राई करो कि अबैंडन क्या करना है।
तेरी क्या दोनों मर गए?
Adventure time. Who dare
दोनों मर गए, गुड था।
अरे
a witch?
पॉज नहीं होती ना, अरे यार गेम। और बेनी तो भाई कुछ कर ही नहीं पाया।
Let's light it up. Off we go.
प्लस वो
खत्म
ब्लेजिंग हीट
खत्म
और
फिनिश।
My
आई लॉस्ट। अभी सोच समझ के टीम लेने का है, दोनों सेकंड फेज के लिए ही लेने का है मतलब। क्योंकि पहला वाला तो कुछ भी कर लेंगे। यार बेनी हीलिंग के लिए तो चाहिए था यार।
This is no place to loaf around.
तू ऐसे कर, तू दोनों वाटर ले, मैं दोनों एनिमो लेता हूँ।
मैं दोनों हाइड्रो लेके क्या करूं, मेरा हाइड्रो डीपीएस कोई नहीं है।
अरे तुम चिंचू और कोकोमी ले, मैं काजुआ और ये लेता हूँ।
ये पर DPS
जीन
नहीं है,
जीन जीन
तो जीन अकेला करे।
अरे हील करती रहेगी रे अपने को।
Adventure time.
मैं सोच रहा हूँ कि तू फुल हाइड्रो रहे, मैं फुल एनिमो रहता हूँ।
अरे पर हाइड्रो में तू चाइल्ड लेगा तो बेटर नहीं, कि चाइल्ड डैमेज ज्यादा करता है, कोकोमी डैमेज सिर्फ उसका बर्स्ट में करती है वो।
To loaf around.
चाइल्ड इतना नहीं कर रहा था, 1000-2000 ही कर रहा था बे उसको।
नहीं ये करती है 8000 का डैमेज करती
हाँ
है।
तो कोकोमी ठीक है डैमेज के लिए।
Adventure time.
अरे बर्स्ट के लिए बर्स्ट में ही करती है रे, उसका बर्स्ट टाइम लगता है हील भरने को।
फिर और कौन ले सकते हो तुम?
मेरे पास DPS में देख, मेरे पास पायरो और क्रायो DPS ही दे दो।
This is no place to loaf around.
तो क्रायो डीपीएस ले ले। गानियो
Silly Bill.
गानियो और
गानियो
कोकोमी
लूंगा तो फिर गानियो तो भी कोकोमी नहीं ले पाऊंगा मैं।
क्यों?
तो गानियो का लाइफ ही नहीं है रे, मर जाती है वो इजीली, उसके लिए जोंगली चाहिए ही चाहिए।
तो चल हीलिंग मैं संभालता हूँ। एक जीन ले लेता हूँ मैं।
या तो मैं डायोना और गानियो।
ठीक है, डायोना और गानियो हो गया। मैं जीन और वाटर के लिए कौन सा लूँ? चाइल्ड।
Bathe in moonlight.
हाइड्रो के लिए ही क्यों रहा है मेरे को नहीं समझ रहा।
हाइड्रो का जरूरत रहेगा ना,
क्यों?
हाइड्रो है ना।
ऐसा तो है नहीं कि उसके अटैक्स एक्सटिंग्विश हो रहे हैं या ऐसे कुछ हो रहा है।
वो भी है। तो रुक, सबसे पहले तो जीन लेना है हीलिंग के लिए।
Where'd that come from?
सेकंड या तो मैं काजुआ लूँ या बेडो लूँ। या चीची
हीलर
लूँ।
लगेगा ना तो
चील-
जोंगली नहीं।
चीची
डायोना।
लूँ। चीची।
चीची ले यार, चीची अच्छा आइडिया है तो फिर
हाँ।
No one's joined me.
चीची जीन। मैं हीलिंग संभालता हूँ।
Let's go. Silly Billy Hilly.
तो मैं हुटा और ये लो क्या, हुटा और शिंचो।
हुटाओ सेकंड फेज के लिए काम आएगी।
हाँ
Wow.
ठीक है, चलेगा।
Where did that come from?
हीलिंग मैं संभालता हूँ फिर।
हाँ जीन बाप है रे, अच्छा डैमेज करती है वो।
चलो। You are trembling, or is it the
Is
cold,
it the
or just
cold
cowardice?
or just cowardice?
Madam,
Wind, hear me. Barely a scratch. Detestable.
ये फुल हील खत्म।
Tactless rodent.
ऊपर भाग गई
Rain cutter.
मेरा मैडम। सीनियर वाला सीनियर।
Rise. The Tsaritsa's benevolence has no place for transgressors. Wind, hear me.
अरे भाई ये क्या है, कोड लेके क्या है,
क्या
कितना जल्दी चढ़ता है।
पता है? कोड बहुत जल्दी हो रहा है।
Go.
इसकी बटरफ्लाई है इधर।
हाँ वो मैंने उठाया
वो
मुझे पता नहीं,
वो कुछ काम की है क्या बटरफ्लाई?
पता नहीं मैंने उठाया उसको तो कुछ हुआ नहीं।
The Tsarits.
हाँ मेरे को भी कुछ नहीं हुआ। एक 12000 जीन भी है, करती है डैमेज।
Barbados.
मुझे शिंचो मारा था, वो मजा आ जाता है मुझे शिंचो के साथ मिलके कितने कभी
एक्सट्रीम डिजायर।
Faster? Okay, faster.
किस पे जीन पे सही है।
मैंने बाकी सब कुछ अटैक आर्टिफैक्ट रखे हैं और एक क्रिट का रखा है और फेस्टिन डिजायर देके रखा है जीन को। मेरे पास स्वॉर्ड
सही है।
कैरेक्टर्स बहुत है ना, तो सबके लिए एक एक ही बच रहा है 4 स्टार। तो
मेरे पास स्वर्ड्स है, वो बहुत बड़ी बात है। मेरे पास सिर्फ बोस और क्लेमोर्स है, पता नहीं क्यों।
मेरे को भी ये लेने का है, ब्लैक क्लिफ स्वॉर्ड खरीदने का है।
सो पता नहीं।
Not every
अपन मरेंगे नहीं चीची और जीन का जब तक कॉम्बिनेशन है। Hopefully। देखना अपना हेल्थ।
आवाज क्रैक क्यों?
मैं शायद मैंने वाईफाई पे हूँ, क्रैक नहीं होना चाहिए।
क्रैक नहीं, तेरा वॉइस क्रैक हो रहा है।
क्रैक हाँ पता नहीं, मैं तो वाईफाई पे होना नहीं चाहिए। हो जाएगा क्लियर, आराम से हो जाएगा।
ये आएगी तो नीचे मैं उठ के रहेगी काफी टाइम।
ले ले सलीम,
searing reckoning.
दीदी उधर भाग गई। मैडम इधर आओ।
आवाज क्रैक क्यों हो रहा है?
पता नहीं।
Rain outlines your fate.
गई जीन मरी, जीन मरी।
Crossover. Go and play.
जरा सा ही हेल्थ बचा उसका।
Go as I never
डन।
for redemption. Never.
अच्छी फाइट है वैसे। चल कोई डोमेन वोमेन करना है अभी।
नहीं ब्रो, एक से चालू रखो।
हाँ तेरा भी अभी क्रैक हो रहा था आवाज।
This is no place to loaf around.
हेलो।
तेरा वो ब्लूटूथ हेडफोन गए हैं।
अच्छा तेरा भी आवाज बीच में क्रैक हो रहा था अभी।
Follow the wind.
पता नहीं, तेरा वो ब्लूटूथ हेडफोन की वजह से हो रहा है।
ठीक है चल हो गया, मार दिया उसको।
This is no place to loaf.
हाँ मालूम है। सैक स्वॉर्ड चाहिए यार, जो कि अच्छा डैमेज करता है। 9,000 का डैमेज करता है।
मैंने अभी फवोनियस देके रखा है उसको।
मेरा भी फोन ही ऐसे लेके रखा है उसको।
तो और कोई ऑप्शन ही नहीं है उसको देने के लिए।
मेरे पास अब भी ये देख वापस सिस्टम बता।
हाँ मेरे इधर भी क्रैक हो रहा है तेरा। मैं ये चेंज करता हूँ नेट। अभी बोल।
हेलो
हेलो
हेलो।
मेरे को आ रहा है तेरा।
हाँ मुझे भी आ रहा है अब तेरा, थोड़ा तो भी क्लियर है।
मैं मोबाइल डेटा पे अभी शिफ्ट हुआ हूँ।
मोबाइल डेटा का नहीं हो रहा है ये, कुछ तो दूसरा ही लॉजिक का प्रॉब्लम।
और क्या करना है अभी?
Time to go.
कुछ नहीं, अभी तो क्या ही कर सकते हैं।
कोई डोमेन वोमेन
मैं
साथ
वो
में करना है
वेट
क्या?
करते हैं। हाँ
डोमेन करना है कोई साथ में?
कर सकते हैं। मैं हमें कितना मिनट वेट करना है? 9 मिनट वेट करना है मुझे।
एम्बलम ऑफ सेवर्ड फेट का करना तो बोल।
चल मैं तो बहुत
चल ठीक है सो जा।
मेरे पास तीन फुल सेट आ गए। शिंगचू को तो कब का देख रखा है मैंने।
मेरे पास एक ढंग का है और दूसरा एक और बेडो के लिए आधा बन गया।
बेडो को दिया मैंने, बेडो को बाप सेट दिया, बहुत अच्छा सेट दिया बेडो के लिए। और शंगलिन के लिए एक और सेट हो गया। मैं मुझे पता चला अभी कंडेंस रेसिन ही लेके जाने का, डोमेन करने का। हेलो।
हाँ, मैं भी कंडेंस रेजिन ही करता हूँ।
सादा रेजिन कुछ मतलब नहीं है डोमेन में जाके करने का।
फटाफट होता है ना, दिन में कितना करेगा तू?
दिन में का बात नहीं है रे।
और बहुत देर
सब
होता है।
सब 1 मिनट के अंदर रखा ना तो चांसेस डबल होता है
हम्म,
ज्यादा।
चल।
क्या है इसमें?
पायरो, पायरो क्रायो।
बायो क्रायो नहीं है, सिर्फ इलेक्ट्रो है तो सब कुछ।
ये एम्बलम ऑफ सेवर्ड फेट है ना?
हाँ सारा इलेक्ट्रो
हाँ तो पायरो और क्रायो, इनका 60% बूस्ट है ना?
बोनस है। प्रायो का क्रायो बोनस है।
हाँ
मैं एनिमी सोच रहा था कि कौन से एनिमी।
हाँ, एनिमीज इलेक्ट्रो है। ये एनिमीज आर्कॉन्स को रिप्रेजेंट करते हुए थियरी देखा, मतलब अपना इलेक्ट्रो स्लाइम्स
लाइम देखा
कि
और वो
इलेक्ट्रो के
एक्चुअली पता नहीं
डबल डबल है।
The wind knows me.
ये भी नहीं मर गया मेरा।
Curse.
ओ भाई साहब, पूरा काजू का।
Fallen leaves, adorn my night. The wind knows me.
Everybody stand back.
अच्छा, हुटाओ की वजह से बेनी का इतना जल्दी रीजनरेट हो गया। अरे मैंने कंडेंस रेजिन बनाया हुआ ही नहीं है, नॉर्मल रेजिन की तरह यूज हो रहा है। ओहो,
मेरा भी कितना
अच्छा
39
मिला
हो गया।
मेरे को, अच्छा मिला।
6 मिनट और वेट करते हैं।
क्रिट डैमेज, एचपी, अटैक परसेंट, सब परसेंट मिला मेरे को। प्लूम ऑफ डेथ
चल अच्छा मिला।
मेरे को क्रिट वाला चाहिए रे, एम्बलम ऑफ सेवर्ड फेट। क्रिट रेट, डैमेज नहीं।
क्रिट रेट मेरे पास है एक ही है, सब स्टैट सारे खराब है।
अरे मेरे को चलेगा रे, मेरा
5% एचपी फ्लैट और फ्लैट अटैक।
मेरे को सब खराब भी चलेगा, बट क्रिट रेट चाहिए, क्योंकि बेडो का भाई
क्रिट रेट वाला
30 क्रिट रेट है और 150 क्रिट डैमेज है।
वापस करे
चल,
कंडेंस बनाना तो कंडेंस बना ले।
उसके लिए मेरे को मेरे वर्ल्ड में जाना पड़ेगा।
ये वर्ल्ड में नहीं कर सकते तू।
नहीं,
To the wind.
लास्ट टाइम ट्राई किया था ना, नहीं हो रहा था। करते,
How
कोई
sad.
नहीं, कोई नहीं। चलो, सेम टीम।
शिंजो का अच्छा है रे, डैमेज वो
थोड़ा हील,
गेंशिन शील्ड के दे रही है।
हल्का सा हीलिंग भी दे देता है, प्रोटेक्शन भी दे देता
हल्का सा
है।
शील्ड, हल्का सा हीलिंग भी होता है, जो उल्टा होगा ज्यादा हीलिंग।
Time to go.
हाँ,
और ये भी हो जाता है, शील्ड भी हो जाता है इससे।
ये ससुरा तुम इतना पीछे कैसा रह गए?
पता नहीं, पहली बार तो आगे था।
वही, मैं भी हैरान हो गया।
Hands on fire. Going in.
The wind knows me.
No, my sword.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night. One with nature.
Time to go. Light it up. Everybody stand back.
Fine.
ब्लैक क्लिफ उठाओ के
सब
लिए
1
मस्त
मिनट के
है।
अंदर।
मैंने तो 48 भी किया हुआ है।
ये मेरा 30, आई थिंक 32 मेरा बेस्ट था ये डोमेन पे। और वर्स्ट मेरा था 147 क्रिम्सन बीच।
मेरे पास 60 रेजिन है। तूने सुरुमी
मेरे
आइलैंड
पास
अनलॉक
4
कर
मिनट
दिया?
बाकी। क्या?
सुरुमी आइलैंड लास्ट वाला?
हाँ हाँ, मेरा कुछ भी क्वेस्ट वगैरह
हाँ।
हुआ नहीं, सिर्फ
अच्छा,
पहला
ड्रैगन
ही चीज
कुत्ता मिला तेरे
अनलॉक
को?
किया। क्या?
वो ड्रैगन कुत्ता दिखा तेरे को?
हाँ, वो एक कुत्ता मिला।
तुमने जस्ट स्टार्ट ही किया ना, क्योंकि मेरे को टेलीपोर्ट पॉइंट के आसपास इलेक्ट्रोक्यूलस दिख रहे हैं
हाँ, अरे
तेरे।
मैंने जो 30 इलेक्ट्रोक्यूलस है वो मैंने रखे हैं सेपरेट लास्ट स्टेज। बाद में मैं अभी फ्री हो जाऊंगा 28 को, तभी मैं उसके बाद करूंगा अच्छे से।
तो क्या मैप यूज कर करके ढूंढ
सारा
के
एक
करेगा?
हम्म?
मतलब मैप यूज करके मार्क कर करके करेगा?
मैं इंटरेक्टिव मैप के साथ नहीं करता हूँ, इलेक्ट्रोक्यूलस में कभी ऐसा ढूंढने निकलता नहीं।
ओके।
इंटरेक्टिव मैप पे पहले चेक करता हूँ, फिर मैं जाता हूँ।
मैं तो नॉर्मली करता हूँ।
Wind and cloud.
नहीं, अरे वो
Teamwork is true.
एक हाथ इलेक्ट्रोक्यूलस बच जाता है और उसके बाद पूरा सब मैप
वो समझता
पहले
है,
से ही एक
वो समझता है मेरे को यार।
That hurt.
हाँ, वो क्योंकि जियो किलर्स के बाद तो एक हर एक लोकेशन
Wind strike.
Let's light it up.
पेड़ों भी अच्छा है
और
Light it up.
प्रॉपर बिल्ड करेगा ना, बेडो सबसे हैवी ईटिंग है। उसका एक ई स्किल 30K
कैसा?
करता है।
हाँ, अरे कैसा है
हम्म।
बीडो शील्ड भी यूज होती है उसकी,
हाँ,
और उसका बर्स्ट कोकोमी के साथ बहुत अच्छा होता है,
बहुत अच्छा है उसका।
टेजर कॉम्बो।
और भाई
कोकोमी
हर
को
7 सेकंड में तू
4-5
चाहे, हर 7 सेकंड में तू चाहे तो 30K डैमेज कर सकता है, इतनी पावरफुल है।
हाँ, इसलिए मैं, अरे मेरे पास अभी है ना, कितनी है बेडो है, कोकोमी को मैं कर रहा हूँ बेडो, रोजारिया,
Time to go.
सुक्रोस, शांगली, इतने 5 है मेरे पास अभी बिल्ड करने के लिए। प्लस मैं सोच रहा हूँ अभी सिंस रेजर 6 हो गया है, रोजारिया 6 है और शांगलिंग 6 है, तो ये मतलब देखता हूँ, मतलब रेजर को अगर प्रॉपर्ली बिल्ड किया तो अच्छा डीपीएस मिलेगा।
बट रेजर बोरिंग है, रेजर से बेटर बेडो है, तो कम से कम सपोर्ट की तरह यूज कर पाएगा।
हाँ,
कोकोमी के
इसलिए
साथ
सब
तो यूज
DPS
कर
build
पाएगा।
रोजारिया में क्यों बिल्ड कर रहा था
बैटरी की तरह।
Let's light it up.
बैटरी
बैटरी
की
नहीं,
तरह तो
फिजिकली
अच्छा।
Let's light it up.
है, और वो
Let's light it up.
फिजिकल रेजिस्टेंस रेड भी C6 और कभी, अरे कैसा है गानियों का चार्ज शॉट मोबाइल पे जमता नहीं है रे, डाला आता है वो मिसी होता है बहुत।
प्ले स्टेशन पे तो और तेरा दिमाग सड़ता होगा।
हाँ, प्ले स्टेशन में तो मेरा, मैं खेलता ही नहीं हूँ प्ले स्टेशन में, मोबाइल में ही खेलता हूँ।
अरे
चल हो गया हाइड्रो।
क्या हाइड्रो?
क्या हाइड्रो क्यूब के लिए फाइनल कोकोमी का एसेंशियल मटेरियल फाइनल।
ओके। अरे ये जो जुप जुप करके भागता है ना, इलेक्ट्रो वाला,
हाँ,
तो वो तेरे वर्ल्ड के अंदर मैं आया हूँ ना, तो भाग नहीं रहा। पहली बार मेरे को इतना अप क्लोज देखने मिल रहा है ये।
अच्छा,
हाँ, मेरे से भाग नहीं रहा वो।
चल कोई नहीं, मैं जाता हूँ सोने।
चल, गुड नाइट।
Time to go.
चलो गुड नाइट।
गुड नाइट। ठीक है,
Wind strike.
कर ले तेरा असाइनमेंट कंप्लीट, तो बाद में आराम से खेलेंगे।
28 तक हो जाएगा।
ठीक है, नो प्रॉब्लम। ओके। चल बाय बाय। चलो फाइनली इतने टाइम बाद विनीत के साथ मुझे खेलने के लिए मिल गया। अभी हम कंटिन्यू करेंगे हमारा गेंशिन का स्टोरी क्वेस्ट, साइड क्वेस्ट एंड टाइम पास। अभी इन्होंने 2.3 के अपडेट पे एक तो ये न्यू सुरुमी आइलैंड दिया है और इवेंट के नाम पे दिया है ट्यून टू द वर्ल्ड साउंड्स। और इसको करने के लिए कंप्लीट विशेष टू अनलॉक। तो इतना दिमाग खराब कर रहे हैं ना मिहोयो वाले। एक तो ये लोग एनिवर्सरी का क्या बकवास रिवॉर्ड्स दिए है, ऊपर से अभी ना ये एक तो एंड गेम नहीं है गेम के अंदर। गेम कंप्लीट कर लिया, जितने भी स्टोरी क्वेस्ट है उसके बाद करने के लिए कुछ है नहीं। और ऐसे फालतू से इवेंट्स के लिए ये लोग चाहते हैं कि हम लोग स्टोरीज कंप्लीट करें। कंप्लीट विशेष टू अनलॉक, विशेष करके कोई क्वेस्ट ही नहीं है। और इनडायरेक्टली क्या है, मेरे को पूरा आर्कॉन क्वेस्ट जो है कंप्लीट करना पड़ेगा। जब तक मैं पूरी स्टोरी कंप्लीट नहीं करूंगा मैं इवेंट्स नहीं कर सकता हूँ। तो मतलब ये लोग चाहते हैं कि फटाफट एंड गेम कंटेंट हम खत्म कर दे और फिर बैठे रहे इन लोगों के लिए। अरे तो मैं भी अभी बहुत पक गया हूँ गेंशिन इम्पैक्ट से। मैं भी सोच रहा हूँ कि ना स्टोरी क्वेस्ट फटाफट कंप्लीट करके ना दूसरी गेम्स अभी खेलनी स्टार्ट करूँ। तो आज आर्कॉन क्वेस्ट 2.3 में कंप्लीट कर ही देते हैं। तो लास्ट हम मिले थे टेप्पे को। इसके पहले आज के कमिशंस कंप्लीट कर लेते। इम्प्रेग्नेबल डिफेंस, ये वाला पास है।
I love it when it snows. The world falls completely silent, and I can sleep undisturbed. Time to go.
Impregnable defense. Para start.
Into the wind. One with nature.
Let's light it up! I'm going in!
Into the wind. Fallen leaves.
Adorn my night.
Nice and spicy!
चलो पहले कमिशंस कंप्लीट कर देते हैं।
Race you! Add Astra. Thank you for Add Astra.
जो सारा हिसल बने आर्कॉन क्वेस्ट। जाशोरी आइलैंड। देखते हैं अभी ये क्वेस्ट क्या है। एंड ये टीम बहुत पावरफुल है, काजुआ, बेनेट, शोंगलिंग, जीन, बट मेरा मन बेडो के साथ खेलने का।
Come with me.
ओह वाओ, नाइस। अरे यार एचपी यार, इलेक्ट्रो डैमेज। यार ये अल्टीमेट वाला चला जाएगा यार, नहीं। सब स्टैट्स बहुत बकवास है उसके, वरना मैं दे देता। Go and investigate the ancient ruins. क्या लगता है क्या होगा इन ruins के अंदर? मैंने एंड का स्टोरी देखा है बट बीच का स्टोरी मेरे को कोई आइडिया ही नहीं है। ओके, पजल है।
This should be the place. But Sandanomio is right. Doesn't look like anything suspicious is going on. Could they be hiding? Let's see what we can find. These electro monuments look a little suspicious.
कितने? 3 है ना? आई थिंक फिशल के साथ ही होगा। फिशल, आई थिंक फिशल ही
Threads of
है।
your fate lie in my.
देखो
By royal decree. Huh. 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 Huh.
अरे क्या हुआ? तीनों हो गए। अरे ऑर्डर में करना है क्या कोई? क्या 1 2 आई थिंक कोई ऑर्डर में करना है। 1 2 3। अरे 1 2 3 1
Yikes! A huge launch!
देखा
Was it drawn out by the electro energy?
चल चल चाचा इधर आ
The birds call!
Barbados, guide us. Power that ended hostile.
Phew! Glad that's over. As monsters go, that one was pretty tough. But what's such a huge Thunderhelm Law Trail doing here in the first place? It doesn't make any sense. Also, the atmosphere here gives I'm on the creeps. Anyway, the good thing is that it's over now. We should probably get going. Huh? Tepe, what are you doing here?
Wow, this is a surprise. I didn't know you were the ones investigating here. I just got back from delivering some supplies to the front line. I figured I'd stop by and clear any threats in this area on the way back.
भाई के बाल सफेद हो रहे हैं
You all right there, buddy? You're looking slightly the worse for wear.
I'm fine. It's nothing. I must have caught a cold a couple of days ago while I was out at sea. On my way past, I heard that someone had just arrived on the island to investigate, so I thought I'd come and take a look. If there'd been some real danger, I might have had the chance to be the hero. Shame it was just you guys. Guess I came here for nothing.
Tepe, don't you think there's something strange about this place?
Now that you mention it, there is something a little off about it. It could be that the Tatarigami is more palpable here, I guess. We're not that far away from Orobashi's remains.
Urabashi? Who's that?
A god. Look, there's the corpse over there.
Ah, it's a gigantic snake skeleton! Oh, it looks terrifying!
Orobashi was the one who brought our ancestors from Enkanomiya up to the surface. That's the origin of the Watatsumi Island you know today. Our ancestors regarded it as a guardian deity. But during the Archon War, Orobashi invaded Yashiori Island. The Raiden Shogun came out in person and slew Orobashi with the Muso no Hitotachi. That same slash also formed what later became known as Musojin Gorge.
The Raiden Shogun created Musojin Gorge in one slash? Wow, that's pretty incredible!
Yes, but the Archon War was brutal. And Yashiori Island was completely destroyed during that battle. They say the Shogun lost something very dear to her along the way, too. Since Orobashi's death, there has always been some animosity between Watatsumi Island and the Shogunate, but our different beliefs have nothing to do with why the resistance was formed. We only rose up to fight against the Vision Hunt Decree. When Orobashi attacked civilization, the Shogun stood up and put a stop to it. But now that the Shogun is stripping people of their ambitions with the Vision Hunt Decree, it's time for someone to stand up and stop the Shogun. All right, I'm heading back. I was just dealing with some of the Shogun's elite samurai, so I think I'm gonna take a quick breather, and it's on to my next assignment.
और तबीयत तेरी ठीक नहीं लग
Back
रही
to Sangonomiya as soon as possible. Don't stay here longer than you need to. Being around the Tatarigami too long won't do your health any good.
टेक केयर ऑफ योरसेल्फ भाई ध्यान रख
Hey, don't worry about me. Peak condition.
भाई ध्यान रख यार
Tepe's sure made some big progress if he's already dealing with Shogunate samurai. Paimon can hardly believe it. Let's report back to Kokomi.
या पाइमॉन लेट्स गो Those who yearn for the god's gaze return to headquarters and talk to Sangonomiya Kokumi. भाई टेप्पे के बाल ग्रे हो रहे हैं. पहले पहले पूरे काले थे. इतना स्ट्रेस हो गया उसको लड़ते लड़ते. और गारो खड़ा है गारो.
Kokomi, we're back! Oh, look, Goro's here too.
गोरो 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 है गोरो गोरो.
What happened? They look so serious. Approximately how many people are exhibiting these symptoms?
I haven't had the chance to do a full count yet.
Kokomi, Goro, what's going on?
Recently, some of our soldiers started showing symptoms of accelerated aging. I called them in for questioning and found out they'd privately acquired some secret weapons from our sponsor. Most of them are highly ambitious types, vehemently opposed to the Vision Hunt decree. They've been using these new weapons secretly since getting a hold of them.
So that's why the war has been going unusually well. But risky secret weapons are not the answer. We must put a stop to it immediately. Goro, have you managed to acquire one of these weapons?
Well, most of the officers refuse to hand them over. Still, I did manage to get one.
Oh dear.
Do you know something about this?
It's a Fatui delusion.
So that means our secret sponsor is the Fatui?
But why would the Fatui do this? Forget that. There's no time. Right now, we need to inform the whole army to cease using their delusions immediately. All soldiers who have shown symptoms are to be taken for treatment. I just hope we'll be in time to save them. Wait a second. Speaking of soldiers with symptoms...
Teppe.
No! Surely he can't have... let's go check on him.
भाई बुड्ढा हो रहा है वो. बाल ग्रे हो गए थे उसके.
Goro, let's go to the resistance camp ourselves. The use of delusions has to stop right away.
Yes, Your Excellency.
Goro, let's go to the resistance camp.
Yes, Your Excellency.
चलो भागो. तेप्पे तेप्पे भाई तेप्पे भाई. बोरो विलेज.
Oh. Hey, guys. What are you doing here?
भाई पूरा बुड्ढा हो गया ये तो. पूरे बाल सफेद हो गए.
Just a moment. Let me get up. It's weird. I don't know where all my strength's gone.
Teppe, you have to tell me.
Oh, right. Yeah. I haven't had time to give you the full details. Well, I made a lot of great contributions to the war effort lately. Fighting the Shogun's army at sea, taking on Shogunate samurai all by myself, rescuing my comrades from an ambush. Things I never would have dreamed I could do when you first met me. If only I were stronger still. The stronger I am, the more I can do for the resistance. Wait a sec. Where's my secret weapon gone?
Tell me about this weapon.
It wasn't long after you were made captain of Swordfish 2. I met these mysterious people. Said they were with our supporters. They gave it to me and said that as long as I have the will to become stronger, his secret weapon will answer my call. It's just like a vision, isn't it? Of course, I've never used a vision, so I wouldn't know the difference.
This is a delusion.
Delusion? Oh God. Doesn't sound very good. So, what's the difference between a delusion and a vision?
A delusion drains the user's life force.
Gosh. Well, I suppose it's not too surprising that a mysterious weapon of unknown origins would come with its risks. I've been getting more and more tired over the past few days, and I have this strange sense of dread. At first, I'd find I was a little more beat than usual after a battle. Didn't think anything of it. But today, I got back and suddenly my vision was going blurry. This is a real shame. There I was, thinking I was catching up with you. Guess I didn't receive the favor of the gods after all.
Tepe, बेवकूफ.
Hey, would you do something for me? When our uniforms are ready, grab mine for me. Bring it back here, and we can change together. What's that look for? Don't worry, partner. As soon as I've rested up, I'll be right as rain. Right as rain, I tell you. As soon as I've rested up.
Tepe.
The Fatui. Tepe.
Hey, where are you going? Hey! How's Tepe's condition?
How could none of us have noticed? He's taken a sudden turn for the worse.
I have put out the order to seize all delusions. The vast majority are showing some loss of vitality, but nothing serious. Sadly, a few have been less fortunate.
Your Excellency, I'm planning to establish a dedicated field hospital to monitor their condition. The soldiers are up in arms about the ban, though. They know full well what a delusion is, but they still intend to keep using them.
Okay, I'll leave you to deal with the situation. I have to get to the front line. This whole fiasco is certain to be a blow to morale. If the Shogun's army attacks now while we're scrambling to recover, it could well undo everything we have achieved so far. What are your thoughts?
I'll go confront the Fatui directly.
No, it's too dangerous. The Sakoku decree is still in force, so their delusions must be produced within Inazuma's borders. To organize an operation of this scale, they will have had to mobilize a huge amount of manpower and resources. They can't have done it without local support. If we want to stop them, we have to destroy the factory where the delusions are made. But it's sure to be heavily guarded. It's dangerous to go alone. At least take some troops with you.
There's no time for that.
Your Excellency, given the urgency of the situation, we were hardly discreet when confiscating the delusions. The Fatui are sure to take notice. If we spend any longer amassing our forces, they will get wind of our plans and make their escape.
Very true. Let me think. I gave this some thought while you were confiscating the delusions. The side of the factory must be big and secluded, but close enough to a transport route to ensure the supply of raw materials. Not many places meet these criteria, and if we take the locations where our soldiers receive their delusions into account as well, I suspect the site is likely to be the cliffs, near the ocean at the southwest of Yashiori Island. I'm not going to stop you, but please, be careful. We have lost too many courageous fighters already. I don't want to lose you too.
Okay, let's go.
Huh? You mean to the delusion factory?
Yep.
Really? You aren't gonna think it over first? Fine.
भाई तेपे की तो इन्होंने बैंड बजा दी.
General goods, handy and cheap.
I wonder, are Miss Kyoko goods too cheap? Isn't it better if the prices are affordable? Well, for people like us who rely on her for the purchase of daily necessities, the cheaper the better. In the beginning, the prices were so low that everyone suspected that she might have ulterior motives. Now that I think of it, that was uncalled for behavior on our part. Miss Kyoko truly is friendly and good-hearted, having given up higher profit margins so that she could give us more conveniences and better standard of living standard. Thanks to her, everyone in the village can buy goods easily and can sometimes even get some new and interesting things. Speaking of that, I did try some new fabric some time back. Once my husband gets back, I'll make him some new clothes. Your husband? My husband is a soldier in the Sangonomiya forces. He's currently stationed near Yashiori Island. I'm not all too familiar with the situation out there. My husband's letter don't mention the war at all. His letters are so full of assurances that he is well and that there's no need to worry. But to tell the truth, how can I not worry about him as his wife? I miss the days when we had no such cares. When times got busy, we would be busy together. When we were free, we would watch the flowers together. May Watatsumi Omikami watch over my husband and ensure his safe return. Hope that you'll meet again soon. I hope so too. Yes, I have some food that I've made here. I was going to give them to Miss Kyoko, but you can have some too. It's just an ordinary meal, but if you don't mind, please give it a try. Or Kyoko, would you like to buy anything? Our prices are reasonable and our goods are convenient and practical. Definitely worth your Nora. भाई सेम चीज ही तो है. Watatsumi. एग्जेम्पशन चाहिए इसको. एग्जेम्पशन सर्टिफिकेट कि इतना काम किया इसलिए. सही है.
Never
Give up.
again.
चल निकल. ये रहा. काजुआ, बेनी,
Gonna be epic.
वाटर एंड क्रायो. वाटर एंड क्रायो. तो चीची ले लेते एक.
What's happening?
Kazuha, Bennett, Bedo, Chichi. Look for the person running the delusion factory.
Adventure time.
Life goes on.
into the wind. Back off! Let's light it up! Not bad. Wind strike. Teamwork is teamwork!
We've only just begun. You need to hurry up.
As one with wind and cloud. To ashes!
An unfortunate fault.
So, is this what delusions are made from? So much crystal marrow. Now, where have we seen that before? Wait a second. Are they getting this from Rito? So the Conjure Commission are...
One with nature. Falling leaves.
अब पूरी गुंडी समझ में आ रही है। कांजो कमीशन इसीलिए टैरिफ्स इसके अंदर ले रहे थे।
Teamwork is teamwork!
Look at me. Just go.
The situation of the Inazuman civil war is presently uncertain. The longer this conflict drags on, the more advantageous our position will be. To deepen the resistance reliance on delusions, to fan the flames of war, and steel the resolve of the leadership on both sides to continue fighting. I call upon the various comrades to assist the work of 2nd Naval Lieutenant Nathan in dashing Sangonomiya's hopes for a quick victory. If there are any accidents, assist in 2nd Lieutenant Nathan's escape and silence all who might reveal our infiltration into their ranks. This mission is of vital importance to securing our supply of delusions. Not a single detail may be overlooked. Nothing to see here. Hi. Sup? Nothing much. I'm being forced to play the story missions of Genshin Impact so that I can compete in the Kazuha event. Oh, message retracted. You deleted it. So what's up with you? Nothing to see here. Hello. So you play Genshin Impact, I assume? The mission is of vital importance to securing our supply of delusions. Not a single detail may be overlooked. भैया ये
Faster?
This was their game. रीटो के मर्चेंट्स से ये लोग ऐसे टैक्सेस ले रहे थे ताकि वो यूज कर सके इनको.
Yikes! It looks dangerous. We better watch our step or we might get hit.
तो भाई साहब ओके हम स्टार्ट में वापस आ गए क्या? Open door.
Intruder spotted! Do not let them impede the work of the Harbingers! You'll never get out of here alive!
I think I was supposed to say that. You guys are never going to get out alive.
One with nature. Clouds high. The birds call. The wind knows me.
Eyes on me! Back off!
Now they say you must have a death wish! Don't be intimidated! Lord Harbinger will be here soon!
Wind and cloud! I'm going in! Let's light it up! To ashes!
Hurry up! This one's well done! Feels clogged!
You actually managed to find this place. Congratulations.
Scaramouche.
You're another Fatui Harbinger? Like Senora and Child?
Senora and Child. I didn't know you and my two least reliable colleagues were acquainted. I'm the Balladeer. Number 6 of the Fatui Harbingers. Delighted to meet you, oh mighty traveler. So many visitors today. To what do I owe the honor?
You're giving delusions to the resistance? You're manufacturing delusions?
Oh, so that's what this is about. I think you've got the wrong idea. I know how this looks, but I'm just here to follow orders. I'm obviously not the mastermind behind this. Aren't you supposed to be pretty tough? What are you waiting for? Go get them. You're getting all worked up over nothing. Didn't have you down as being so weak.
How can you say this is nothing?
How can you call it anything more? It's the way of the world. Human life is worthless. They were always going to die, with or without a delusion. At least having one gives them a chance to fulfill their ambitions. Do you have any idea how useful the Vision Hunt decree is to us? It took a lot of work to make it happen. Obviously, it was in our best interests. Good news is, our hard work is finally paying off. Generating conflict creates a big market for delusions. Now we just let the promise of power draw in the weak. For just a small price, they get the feeling of controlling the world, trading their life for supreme power. Pretty good deal, don't you think?
बहुत बकवास डील है. बंदा मर जाएगा वो चलेगा तेरे को, और तुम्हारे कस्टमर मरते जाएंगे अगर वो ऐसी पावर यूज करेंगे तो फायदा क्या है?
So, the Fatui started the Vision Hunt decree? You've been behind it all along?
From the outside, Inazuma looks pretty impenetrable. But on the inside, it's a land of opportunity. With a little effort, we were able to break them down from within. Eternity stretches things out over a long time, but each moment within it becomes all the more fragile. Take your friend in the Resistance, for example. There's nothing you can do now. He's a lost cause. Just like a bubble on the water. Beautiful for a moment, then total destruction. The more it takes from them, the more tightly they hold on to it. And the more incompetent they are, the more determined they are to fight it. It's such a farce. You have to see the funny side.
Don't you dare mock Tepe.
Hey, calm down!
मार इसको.
That's it. Just like that. Embrace the anger. Embrace it! The wrath of the gods fills this factory, and it feeds on your anger.
What's happening? Get up!
Yae.
Repeat after me. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2, 3. Come on.
Yeah, I'm Nico.
Oh? You recognize me right away. Your brain seems relatively unscathed. This is good news. It's just as well, really, with the amount of effort it took me to get you back here. Honestly, it was like you were glued to the ground back there.
Nico? Paimon's been wanting to ask you about something. How come you're acting so differently from when we first met you?
Am I? Maybe it's because I had the other Shrine Maidens leave. Anyway, I've always been like this. People show you whatever side of themselves they want you to see. I know this for a fact. Every side of me is the real me. People just like to define things in all sorts of arbitrary ways. This is a human society. At the moment, anyway. And I'm just doing as I please.
Paimon didn't quite follow.
Study humans a while longer, my little friend. You'll see what I mean.
How did you do it? Did you save me from the balladeer? Do what?
Right! Paimon was so focused on the Traveler that Paimon didn't notice what you did to get Scaramouche off our backs!
What if I told you it was a secret art from the Grand Narukami Shrine, and that I had the balladeer down on his knees, begging for mercy in an instant? Would you believe me?
Pretty hard to believe.
Well, maybe you should be worrying less about that, and more about how exactly you're going to thank me, no? Maybe some of your neural circuitry is less intact than I thought.
Thank you ever so much, Yai-sama.
I didn't mean you had to be so formal about it. I need your actions, not your words.
Okay.
The delusions. They're still on your mind, aren't they?
Yeah, what happened next?
You needn't worry. The leader of Watatsumi Island took some troops to clear the place out. She's also issued a strict ban on the use of delusions across the whole army. With their stronghold exposed, I doubt the balladeer is stubborn enough to try and retaliate now on his colleagues' behalf. It would be more trouble than it's worth. I must say, I would relish the opportunity to watch the Fatui getting a taste of their own medicine. Well, anyway, that Songonomiya Kokomi, she really outdid herself this time. I'd love to have another chat with her again in person, but alas, belief systems can be such a hindrance sometimes.
A hindrance? Should you really be saying that as the Gucci of the Grand Shrine?
Anyway, I'm only telling you this to stop you worrying so that you can focus on something I need you to do for me.
Is this why you rescued me?
You've met her, right?
You mean the Raiden Shogun?
I'm not talking about the puppet. I mean her. You've met her, yes?
You mean inside?
Yes. The true Raiden Shogun, who meditates endlessly in the plane of Euthymia to preserve her being. Her name is A.
Are you saying that the one we met at the ceremony was just a puppet? And the real Raiden Shogun is the one that the Traveler met later? And does that mean that when the battlefield changed, so did the opponent?
There were some subtle differences, but why go to such lengths?
Because this is the Raiden Shogun's eternity. Before pursuing the eternity of her nation, she had to reach eternity for herself. Since the physical body will eventually turn to dust, she replaced hers with that of a puppet. And since the spirit is susceptible to erosion, she placed her consciousness inside her sword, where she remains in a meditative state, free from all disturbances.
So, that place that she carved open with her sword...
The plane of Euthymia. Essentially, the world inside her mind. A place that typically only allows her existence. She shuts herself off in her inner world, leaving all the affairs of the outside world to be dealt with by a puppet, who has a singular focus on the pursuit of eternity. This is the approach A has come up with for realizing eternity.
It's one reason why he stepped down. Zhongli also mentioned erosion.
You mean Morax? It's been a while since I last saw him. A surprising decision by Liyue's Archon. What a fascinating god he is.
It seems like the Raiden Shogun's approach solves the problem Zhang Li was facing, though.
Perhaps. Or you could take the view that she's acting like a little child, throwing a temper tantrum and locking herself in her room. Don't you think? The grand notion of eternity she once held has long since given way to the eternity of her own definition. And ultimately, her eternity is defined by fear. The fear of loss.
I'm still not sure what you want me to do.
The truth is, we are on the same side. You want to save the people of Inazuma from the Vision Hunt decree. So do I. The only difference is that I'd rather like to save this nation and save A while we're at it. The key is that the plane of Euthymia represents A's inner world. Defeat her there, and you may well have the chance to shake the Raiden Shogun's will.
So this is your plan? To abolish the Vision Hunt decree? Not by talking her out of it, or through an armed resistance, but by, hopping inside the Raiden Shogun's inner world?
You're a fast learner. In short, this is the last chance to get Inazuma back on track. Otherwise, an eternity of darkness awaits.
I still have one question.
Don't you realize how special you are? Remember, the plane of Euthymia is a space where only she is allowed to exist. The fact that you could appear there tells us one crucial thing. That you have piqued her interest. Perhaps it's because she has never seen an individual who is so unpredictable in the face of eternity.
Has no one else ever been in there?
None. No one has seen the devotee of eternity since she shut herself away. In fact, no one even knows what it looks like in there. Your existence is more than just an opportunity. It's the very key to all of this. To that I say, well done, child. You did not disappoint me after all.
Wait, you're leaving? Where are you going?
Anti-Raiden Shogun training. I've prepared a special program just for you. Come along.
Though their wishes be. Go to training area. कौन सा है वे? 300 मीटर दूर. भाई वहां पर क्या मस्त लग रहा है.
Let's light it up!
Ooh, pretty.
Faster? Okay, faster.
The wind knows me.
gonna do it here? And what's this mechanism for?
Think of it as a catalyst that can reproduce the Raiden Shogun's combat moves. I made it from my own memory, which means it should be perfectly accurate. Unless, of course, her skills have declined. It'll give you a chance to figure out her moves in advance and come up with a counter strategy. That should be a big help, don't you think? The aim is to try to not get hit by the attacks. Since you've escaped certain death at her hand once already, I presume this shouldn't be more than you can handle. What's stopping you? Not still traumatized from your last encounter, are you?
Into the wind.
Okay, last वाला. Challenge failed. अरे
Wind Strider. Follow the wind. Time to go.
अरे भाई क्या करना है?
Not bad.
दूर रहो और भागने के लिए रेडी रहो.
Back off!
Why do they never miss?
यार क्या है? बच गया। अब बच गए। ओ बच गए। चचा ओ बचा। दो एंड तीन। एक दो ओ भाई खत्म कर यार।
Let's light it up! It's fine.
भाई यार।
Wheel of life.
Time to go.
एक दो तीन अभी स्लैश। एक और स्लैश। एक दो तीन बड़ा वाला। ओहो 40 सेकंड। ओके एक दो 20 seconds 18 एक दो
Back off!
Sacred name. Fortune preserver. Prize.
चलो फाइनली। इतना टाइम लगा, क्या बोरिंग था।
What a workout!
इट वॉज अ लिटिल चैलेंजिंग।
How come you know so much about the Raiden Shogun?
You mean me? Perhaps it's because I'm the Electro Archon's familiar.
What? Like Dvalin is to Barbados? Huh. Never would have guessed by looking at you.
It sounds like you'd be more persuaded if you saw me in my fox form.
I'd like to see that. Very persuaded indeed.
In your dreams.
Huh.
More curious than my appearance is the fact that she and I don't see each other anymore, wouldn't you say? A nation to last for all eternity is a dream that she and I both share. But I don't think that's the same thing as complete stasis. At some point, she started going down a path that became increasingly difficult for me to join her on. You know, A never said goodbye to me before she stepped into the plane of Euthymia. Perhaps it's just my wishful thinking, but I think she did this deliberately, as her way of keeping our friendship eternal. By neither saying goodbye nor seeing me again, our relationship will remain forever how it was. In her mind, at least.
Raiden Shogun is a wishful thinker here. He has taken a very one-sided view.
Since we've embarked on two very different paths to eternity, I can either continue to maintain the status quo or do whatever it takes to bring her back on track, regardless of the cost. I have chosen the latter because if stubbornly isolating herself in the plane of Euthymia is her idea of eternity, then my duty as her eternal familiar is to drag her back out of her own head and into the real world.
Aw, Miko, you sound like a really great friend.
I'm only telling you this so you can properly understand my plan. Could you possibly spare the sentimentality for the time being? Anyway, that's enough chit-chat. Time for Anti-Raiden Shogun Training Phase 2.
There is a part 2.
There's a part 2?
Array!
If you get hit by the Muso no Hitotachi, that's it. It's game over. I would get training if I were you.
There's a part 2.
Time to go. One with nature.
Life goes on. Wow.
Fallen leaves adorn my.
On my night.
Everybody stand back! That's gonna hurt in the morning. Let's light it up! Not bad. Back off!
The wind knows me. Clouds high. The birds.
What's called?
Eyes on me! Let's light it up!
Array, bhai. Abandoned.
We're finally done. How did we do?
You did quite admirably. I could see your determination and your hard work.
So, do you think we're ready to beat the Raiden Shogun now?
How do I put this? You're no match for her at all.
Wait, what? So all of this was a complete waste of time?
You are the most important part of the plan. I know what I'm doing. You don't think I'd leave you with no chance to win at all, do you? Speaking of, Traveler, what do you think of the Resistance Army's chances?
To be honest, they are no match for it either.
You're absolutely right. Perhaps they occasionally best the Shogun's army in open battle, but when they face the Raiden Shogun herself, considering even their visions have been taken from them and embedded in the statue, they're ultimately quite helpless.
You don't have to be so blunt. The Traveler's the captain of Swordfish too, you know.
I don't mean to belittle them. On the contrary. It is precisely because of their helplessness, because their visions have been taken from them, that their will is all the more precious. In short, if everything goes according to plan, they may yet prove to be helpful.
So, what is the plan?
Oh, goodness, is that the time? I have another guest to receive today. We can talk more back at the Grand Narukami Shrine.
All of a sudden, you're entertaining guests? Paimon's really struggling to understand how you work.
भाई चैलेंज फेल हो गया पर मिशन सक्सेसफुल हो गया, यही तो बात है. Cocoa.
Okay, we can talk here. You asked me about the plan. In fact, I've been mulling it over for quite a long time. Before one makes a plan, what is the most important thing one must do?
Don't know. What is it?
Strategize? Backup plan? Redundancy?
You must understand the situation you are facing. The Vision Hunt Decree was obviously devised as a means of manipulating the Shogun, the ones behind it knowing full well her susceptibility as a puppet, with a single-minded focus on eternity.
The Balladeer confirmed this.
Yes. This is the strongest piece of evidence we have to go on. Now, we also know that every aspect of the Vision Hunt Decree's promulgation and execution has been enthusiastically spearheaded by the Tenryo Commission from the outset.
Ayaka was saying that every time they submitted a petition against the Vision Hunt Decree, the Tenryo and Kanjo commissions would veto it straight away with no negotiation.
The Kanjo Commission betrayed the shogunate long ago.
Yes, it's all too clear that both the Tenryo and Kanjo commissions are in some form of collusion with the Fatui. Foolish humans, blinded by their greed. Thus, the current situation is that our Fatui antagonist is still at large, has the 2 rogue commissions wrapped around their finger, and is distributing delusions from the shadows. Unfortunately, given that said antagonist is under the protection of 2 commissions and the Raiden Shogun, we would be rather hard-pressed to track them down.
So, what should we do?
It will be easier for us to start with someone from Inazuma. So my plan is to incite rebellion in the Tenryou Commission.
Rebellion? What are you talking about? After everything you just said, it sounds like the Tenryou Commission has rebelled already.
When I say rebellion, I don't mean betraying the shogunate. I mean inciting a certain someone to betray the Tenryou Commission. If we manage to convince her, I'm quite sure we'll be able to get you another audience with the Raiden Shogun.
Who is this certain someone? Don't be so poor.
I'll give you a clue. She's currently in charge of the Shogun's army. She visits the shrine at this time every month, and she is our guest today. She also appears to be standing right behind you.
Don't move a muscle. You've got some nerve showing up here in the shrine when there's an active warrant for your arrest.
Kujo Sara?
Don't even think about trying anything. Surrender now. You're coming with me to headquarters. Seize him!
Affirmative.
Kujusara!
It seems that you're forgetting. This is the Grand Narukami Shrine. Use of force here is strictly forbidden. Before you proceed, which of you would like to face criminal charges for dishonoring the Shogun,
Ugh! Gujiyai, please tell me you are not sheltering a wanted criminal here.
We are just friends. I don't see what sheltering has to do with it. Tell your subordinates to leave. We have things to discuss.
All of you outside!
As you wish.
Gujiyai, I'm a little curious. Does it not also dishonor the Shogun to hide a wanted criminal at her grand shrine?
You're the same as ever, Kujo-Sara. No one can match you when it comes to loyalty to the Shogun.
As a servant, loyalty to the Shogun is my duty. And as a warrior, I dedicate my life to following the way of the Shogun.
Even though she will one day seize your vision too?
The Vision Hunt Decree is the Shogun's chosen course, and I shall not question it.
Huh. It's tragic. Such wholehearted devotion rendered meaningless by circumstance. Have you been kept in the dark? Or are you the only one left in the light?
Lady Guji, I need you to be direct. Tell me exactly what you mean.
The Vision Hunt Decree is a trap. Part of a Fatui plot to bring Inazuma to its knees. And your masters, the Kujo clan of the Tenryou Commission, they're the ones keeping the truth from reaching the Shogun.
You're saying the Kujo clan betrayed the Shogunate?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm saying.
Guji-yai, your allegation is not only dangerous, but ridiculous. The Tri-Commission has served the Shogun since ancient times, and remains absolutely loyal to this day. Ever since I was adopted by the Kujo clan, I have seen and heard nothing but pure devotion toward the Shogun. At every level of the Tenryou Commission, especially from the head of the clan, Kujo Takayuki. He reveres the Muso no Hitotachi more than anyone. My own respect for the Shogun pales in comparison to his. How could he ever even dream of acting against the Shogun?
3 days. Come back here in 3 days and I will show you the evidence. As a Guji, there's one thing I know very well. People believe whatever they want to believe. Some things you do not see, simply because you do not wish to look. And so, it falls to me to place the truth before your eyes, in all its ugliness.
3 days? I'll be here. But if I don't see any evidence, I will demand a formal apology for slandering the Kujo clan. Also, he will have to come with me.
Wonderful. Then I'll see you in 3 days. I look forward to it very much.
That was so scary! Paimon wasn't expecting to run into Kujosara here. But, Miko, you mentioned evidence of the Tenryou Commission's betrayal. Is that all in hand and good to go? Or...
Why are you always asking so many questions? Of course not. I just had to say something because I clearly wasn't convincing her.
Not entirely unexpected.
As plans go, changing the deity's mind is a huge gamble to begin with. We can't expect to be in control of every last detail when we're facing off against a god, can we?
Okay, but what are we gonna do though? We only have 3 days.
If we want to get our evidence, we're going to need some help. Now, come with me. We must awaken the professional.
The professional? Who's that? I think I know. She's the ninja. Oh no. बच गया. ओ भाई बेनी बॉय बच गया. भाई डूब के मर गया.
One with nature.
इधर है. इधर किधर होगा?
Time to go.
बाद में आके ढूंढ लेंगे. I think ninja. Sayu ninja. The professional. Sayu ninja. Awaken.
That toy Tanuki just turned into a human! What's going on? Paimon's never seen one of these before. Not a Tanuki. I'm a Muchina. I'm so tired. If I don't get enough sleep, it'll stunt my growth. Is this the professional you were talking about? She doesn't look very professional at all.
She is a member of the Shiumatsuban, a genuine, bona fide ninja.
Oh, wow! A ninja? So was that one of those legendary ninja transformation techniques? Anyway, what's the Shiumatsuban?
It belongs to the Yashiro Commission, a secret unit under Kamisato Ayato. Now, Kamisato Ayato and the Yashiro Commission are neutral parties, so I have no right to give orders to the Shiumatsuban. However, Convincing their most chronically lazy member to help us is well within my abilities. Here's what I need you to do. Go into town and find evidence of the Tenryo Commission's betrayal. It would not be appropriate for me to be seen there myself.
You make it sound so simple, but...
What exactly is the evidence?
Oh, I thought you would have figured it out by now. All right then. I'll indulge you with a little more information. For a complete outsider, probing the inner workings of the Tenryo Commission is nigh on impossible. But since the three commissions work together to serve the Shogun, they have a close relationship. Someone from one of the other commissions might have an easier job of figuring out what they're up to.
The Yashiro Commission.
Now you're following me. The Shogun's army haven't given up on their search for you yet, but with the help of this Shiu Matsuban ninja, I'm sure you'll be able to rendezvous with your friends. Don't forget, we're on a tight schedule here. Be sure to bring back the evidence in good time.
Go to the Kumore tea house. हमको कौन रोक सकता है? हम ट्रैवलर है, हम सीधा टेलीपोर्ट कर लेते हैं.
Time to go.
Enter the tea house.
Toma! Toma! You there? It's us! We're back!
What brings you here? Did you meet with the Resistance? How's the battle going? Is it safe for me to come out yet?
Not just yet. We saw people patrolling on our way here.
So, it's still not over. I guess you came here because you have something to discuss? I'll get someone to call for Miss Kamisato. Bear with me for 1 second.
I see. You have been through a lot since we last met. I understand. You need evidence of the Tenryo Commission's betrayal. Let me think. Now that you mention it, there is one thing that has always concerned me. The Shogun's army has been at war with the Resistance for a long time now, but not once has the Shogun ever inquired about it. I used to think that she simply didn't care, but looking at it now, perhaps the problem all along has been with the Tenryo Commission's reports to the Shogun.
What do you mean?
The Tenryo Commission presides over domestic military affairs. If they ever had any intention of concealing information in their reports, we would have no way of knowing. Meanwhile, the Shogun would incorrectly conclude that the Vision Hunt decree poses no threat and would stick to her decision. If we had access to their reports, it would confirm everything.
But as I recall, the only person authorized to access that kind of official documentation is Kujo Takayuki. It's heavily guarded too. Even with Sayu's help, swiping a document from under their noses is no easy task.
If only there was a way we could distract the guards just for long enough.
Distraction, you say? You've done this before.
Yoimiya's fireworks!
That's a very Toma-sounding suggestion. But it's a reasonable one. The statue of the omnipresent god is right by the Tenryo Commission. If someone set off fireworks near the statue, they certainly wouldn't ignore it. While they were preoccupied with that, Sayu could infiltrate the Tenryo Commission and take the report, as well as any other evidence she might find.
Great! It feels like I'm getting closer and closer to being a free man again. It feels like it's been an eternity since we last sat down and talked like this.
It's not been that quite long.
Well, it certainly felt like it to me. I've been looking forward to seeing you again every day since I got here. This tea house used to be my favorite hiding place, but now I've honestly lost track of how long it's been since I last set foot outside of here. Oh man, I want to go to the hot springs so badly.
Poor Toma.
Let's focus on the issue at hand. The sooner the Vision Hunt decree is abolished, the sooner Toma will be free. This was a reunion of sorts, but there's no time to catch up. We'll celebrate properly when it's all over.
Ooh, let's play the hot pot game again.
You're still thinking about that?
The Tenryo Commission is heavily guarded. Be careful when you get near. Let's meet back here afterwards.
मैं हॉटपॉट से तेरी है ना हालत खराब हो गई थी वापस मत कर
All right. First, let's go to Hanamizaka to find Yoimiya.
चलो
I really hope the plan works out.
Fireworks are more visible at night. If possible, I suggest you wait till after dark to put your plan into action.
Yoimiya, we need an extra large firework. The super duper big kind.
Extra large firework? You sure came to the right person. As it happens, I made this really souped up one just a couple days ago. But it's so powerful that I haven't found anywhere I can test it out yet. Huh, may as well give it to you. Let me know how it turns out. Don't forget, move well away from it after you light the fuse, and try to avoid burning your clothes. Also, it's best that you cover your ears.
Why does Paimon feel so nervous all of a sudden?
Don't worry, it's just a firework. Come on, what's the worst that could happen?
We'll give it a try. Thanks, Yoimiya. Well, we got our distraction. Now we just need to wait for nightfall.
ओहो पूरा 2 दिन के लिए कर सकते हैं
You! The warrant is for your...
Oh no!
You! The warrant is...
Oh no!
छुप के जाना है तो ये देख
Pretty much how I thought. There are loads and loads of people. If one of them spots me, I'll get caught. We need to get rid of them, or I won't be able to sneak inside.
we'll just have to trust Yoimiya
After I get the document, let's meet back at Komari Tea House, okay? Also, if I do get caught, please come rescue me. Is this really a good idea? Anyway, let's make our way to the statue. Careful does it. Watch out for guards and don't get caught.
Time to go.
अपने पास टाइम नहीं है, भाग। ओहो, चेस्ट मिला।
Is this an answer from this world?
What kind of firework is this? By the look of it, Paimon's ears are gonna get blown off. Oh, Yoimiya, you are officially nuts. Uh-oh, they're all coming this way. Quick, run!
Mustn't let anything happen to the staff. Stop! I have orders.
Yikes!
भाई कैसे?
What kind of firework is this? By the look of it, Paimon's ears are gonna get blown off. Oh, Yoimiya, you are officially nuts. Uh-oh, they're all coming this way. Quick, run!
चल छुप के। Fantabulous fireworks fiesta.
Well, how did it go?
I'm not sure. We lit the fireworks and ran away.
Well done. Let's wait for news from Sayu.
I know exercise helps you grow, but this was a little too much exercise. I feel so dizzy. Everyone is spinning. No, I can't sleep yet. There was something important I was supposed to do first. Oh, right, yeah, I got it. I didn't know how to find a document you guys were talking about, so I just swiped a whole bunch of stuff that looks suspicious. Here you go. I'm going to sleep now.
My lady, what are we looking at?
This sealed envelope must be an official report that the Tenryou Commission is preparing to present to the Shogun. In addition, we have correspondence with the Fatui. It seems that Gujiaya was right. They have been fomenting unrest behind the scenes. This should be ample evidence. Please take them to Gujiaya. I trust she will have a plan for the next step. I will also gather some people to try and root out the rest of the Fatui in Inazuma.
Still, mind yourself when you face the Shogun. I still get goosebumps just thinking about her drawing that blade.
Again, we'll just have to trust Gujiai. She is close to the Shogun, so maybe she will have a way.
If Paimon remembers correctly, it should be time for a meeting with Yaimiko soon. Let's pack up our things and get ready to head to the Grand Narukami Shrine.
That Gujiai... She is such an enigma.
Mind yourself against the Raiden Shogun.
The books were all interesting.
Lady Guji, here I am, as promised. Rest assured I came here alone and told no one about this trip.
I knew you would keep your promise after all. I'm sure you've barely been able to take your mind off it these past few days. Have you managed to get any sleep at all?
You're quite mistaken. I would never doubt the leaders of my clan. So, where is your proof?
Here.
Ah, how wonderful. Everyone's keeping their promises today.
Oh, you wouldn't believe what we had to go through to get our hands on this stuff.
Hand them to Sarah. She can examine them for herself.
What is this? I see this document bears the official seal of the head of the Kujo clan. and it doesn't look like a forgery. I don't understand. Not a single word about the resistance, Sangonomiya, or the situation on the front line. What about the soldiers who gave their lives on the front line, or the hardship endured by the people? Do they deserve no mention? Utter disregard for human life. Why would they want to hide it?
For the sake of the Vision Hunt decree, of course. Don't you think the Shogun might reconsider her policy if all of the things you just mentioned appeared in this report?
So, the Tenryo Commission, they are deliberately deceiving the Shogun?
Yes. Now, who else do you think might be benefiting from the Vision Hunt decree?
I also have a confidential letter here.
This is a letter from the Tenryo Commission to the Fatui. The head of the Kujo clan kept this a secret from the Shogun, too.
Well, the things you wanted to see but also wished not to see are here before you. Surely, you aren't planning to turn a blind eye to them?
So everything I've ever held on to, it's all... How could they? Ugh! This betrayal is unforgivable! Takayuki, you've got some explaining to do!
Kujo-Sara seems pretty angry, huh? Looks like our Tenryo rebellion is successfully underway.
The Shogun's army is without a leader for now. If we follow her, we might meet the Raiden Shogun.
Yep. Let's catch up with her.
Let's go.
Hold on, traveler. There's something else we need to discuss.
Huh?
Last time you entered the plane of Euthymia, it was in front of the statue of the omnipresent god, correct?
Correct.
You must find a way to recreate the circumstances of that day. If you can get the Raiden Shogun to open her heart to you once more before the statue of the omnipresent god, you will have the opportunity you need.
I will do my best.
Take this with you as a farewell gift.
What is it?
The omamori from the Grand Narukami Shrine are very potent indeed. I thought I'd put one aside for you.
I will treasure it. Thank you.
If you find yourself at your wit's end, take it out and see what happens. Maybe your prayers will be answered and all your problems will disappear in the blink of an eye. Or if you ever think about me during your journey, take it out, won't you? Who knows? Maybe I'll just end up appearing right in front of you.
Cut it out, Fox Lady. This isn't the time or place to be poking fun at the traveler.
I'm sorry. Well then, time for you to face my hopeless fool of a friend. I'm counting on you. Well, go on. Time for you to face my hopeless fool of a friend. I'm counting on you.
Time to go.
You followed me here? You've got guts, I'll give you that. Since you are a witness, I suppose I can shield you from arrest. At least until I have received an explanation from Takayuki. But if it turns out that you have been deceptive in this matter, then not only will you be arrested immediately, but you'll also be charged with one more crime. Do I make myself clear?
Perfectly clear. Lead the way.
Good.
Apologies, ma'am. Orders from the top. No one is allowed to enter.
Out of my way! I need to speak to him. I won't tell you twice.
Don't worry, I got this.
The wind knows it. Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
I'm going in!
I've lost. Brace yourself.
As one with wind
In that cloud.
into the wind. Storm the front!
Strike first.
Power that ended Haichan! Back off! Off we go!
Formation.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
The wind knows me. Fallen leaves.
Adorn my night.
Into the wind.
Watch your step. Show me what you've got.
Oh bhai.
I dare you.
Everybody stand back!
I'm back.
A word. I need to train harder.
Stop! Sarah, have you gone insane? How dare you disregard my order?
Master, I...
Go on, ask him. Don't let him intimidate you.
Master Takayuki, I've seen the report to the throne and the letter to the Fatui. Please, tell me why.
So this is how my documents went missing from headquarters. You stole them.
Should I take your words to mean that these documents were not forgeries? They were really penned by your own hand. Please tell me, Master. I need to know. Has the Tenryo Commission really betrayed the shogunate?
Yes, I have dealings with the Fatui, and yes, the report you saw was penned by my hand.
He just came right out and admitted it.
The diplomats from Snezhnaya promised a very generous reward indeed, and all they requested of me in return was to see that the Vision Hunt decree is upheld. For too long, the Kujo clan's position has been coveted by so many. There is no shortage of clans who would tear us down at the first opportunity. So, when the chance arose to gain the backing of another powerful nation and crack down on our enemies at the same time, it appeared to me to be an excellent deal. I simply saw no need to inform you, Sarah.
But you worship the Shogun. How can you betray her after all this time and act like it's nothing?
Betrayal? How can you call this a betrayal? The Fatui may think they are using me, but the reverse is true. What could they possibly hope to achieve? When the lightning strikes in Inazuma, they shall fall to their knees and tremble, paralyzed by fear and trepidation. After all, none can contend with the supreme power of the almighty Raiden Shogun and the Muso no Hitotachi.
His intention wasn't to betray the Raiden Shogun. He's just overconfident in her power.
Yeah, he doesn't worship the Raiden Shogun herself, but her power as a warrior, especially the Muso no Hitotachi. In fact, he seems to be way too into it.
But Master, what about loyalty? Ever since I was adopted by the Kujo clan, you taught me the importance of loyalty from servants to their superiors. But it's clear to me now that you wanted my loyalties to stop with the Kujo clan. So you were scared that I would betray you one day? You hypocrite! Preaching about virtue just to mask your own wretched selfishness!
डायलॉग अच्छा है। ये बंदा बहुत ही वर्ड बोलना नहीं चाहता बट हरामी है।
Selfishness? I am but safeguarding the eternity of the Kujo clan. I'm quite sure the almighty Shogun would be sympathetic to that, as would the former head of our clan.
Hate to say it, but his ego is getting in the way. If he thinks the Kujo clan is a match for the Fatui, Paimon thinks he's in for a nasty surprise.
There's no point trying to argue with him. Let's see what Kujothara thinks.
I've doubted the Vision Hunt decree in the past. I asked myself, is this truly the correct thing to do? even though it goes against what I know in my heart to be right. But I chose to obey the Shogun. For as long as she leads the way, who among us is qualified to judge between right and wrong when we have not yet reached the end of the path? But now I realize that the path of eternity is one without end, while this path, it has long since been defiled by your selfish ways. So I'm going to tell the Shogun the truth about all this. If nothing else, my conscience will be clear.
Stubborn and futile. Report to the Shogun if you so wish. The Kujo clan's position is now unshakable, and nothing you can do will change this. The Shogun is at Tenshukaku receiving a Snezhnayan diplomat, a harbinger by the name of Signora.
Signora?
Signora's the one behind all this? Not her again! Way back in Rito, Lady Hiragi said something about the Kanjo Commissioner meeting with an arrogant-sounding woman. We should have known.
A diplomat from Snezhnaya? Well, if she thinks she's leaving Inazuma in one piece, she's got another thing coming.
Sara stormed off! Do you think she's gonna go barge into Tenshukaku right now?
Either way, we have to score to settle. We have to score to settle with Signora.
You can say that again! Alright then, let's do this!
Let's go.
Long as we have the Muso no Hitotachi, the people of Inazuma have nothing to fear. A self-evident fact. Yet Sara is blind to it.
अरे सारा मार के गई है क्या? भाई सबको पेलते हुए जा रही है ये. लाशें ही लाशें. ओ भाई तकेशी अभी ला सिन्योरा के साथ फाइट है. एक वाटर वाला तो बनता है. बेनी चाहिए, कादुआ चाहिए, बेडो, चीची. चीची पानी वाला एक चाहिए यार. पानी वाला चिंचू. चल ठीक है. अरे talk to Signora.
Time to go.
ये गिरी पड़ी है सारा सिन्योरा के बाजू में.
The way people charge in here as they please. So uncivilized. If I didn't know this was Tenshukaku, I might have mistaken it for some kind of street market. Have you learned your lesson now?
Oh no! What has she done to Kujo-Sara?
The right to punish Inazumans for their crimes is mine alone. Not yours, Signora. Then I apologize, Almighty Shogun.
Signora.
I know. You can't get me out of your mind. But you really don't need to call my name all the time. Don't go thinking I'm surprised to see you here. I'm well aware that you hate me, with the way you follow me around like a dark shadow.
You are secretly distributing delusions. You're trying to seize control of Inazuma.
Ah, so you came to expose my crimes in front of the Shogun? I'm just a Snezhnayan diplomat. I'm afraid I have no idea what you're talking about.
She doesn't take us seriously at all!
For all who have lost their visions, for all who have been harmed by delusions.
Stop talking about people and things that I care nothing about. They were nobodies to begin with, and their names will be forgotten. But now, at least, they get to be building blocks in the grand revolution to realize eternity. Is that not the greatest honor they could hope for in their tiny little lives? Almighty Shogun, do correct me if I'm wrong.
For Venti's gnosis, and for the people of Liu imperiled.
That's ancient history. You certainly love to hold a grudge. The Tsaritsa's dream is the noblest and purest thing in all the world. These other mundane details you insist on mentioning, they're just necessary sacrifices. That's all.
It's time for me to put a stop to all of this.
You stop me? For what it's worth, I've grown tired of seeing you around as well. But I didn't have you down as someone quite so foolhardy. Before you go saying something you can't take back, remember that you're Inazuma's most wanted criminal. I suggest you consider your circumstances very carefully. Charging into Tenshukaku uninvited and lecturing me in front of the Shogun wasn't the brightest move. Don't you think it's time you stopped digging? I'm not sure you realize quite how much distance there is between us, both in status and in strength.
I challenge you to a duel before the throne!
Proceed. My, you're full of surprises today. So you've learned to make the law of the land work for you too, I'll admit that I never expected to be in a situation where the two of us were on equal footing. You are aware that the loser must die. Are you sure this is what you want?
100%.
Traveler!
Then I will deign to share this last dance with you. Till death do us part!
Let's tango, baby!
A lesson on harbinger power and elegance? As you wish.
Wind strike! Let's light it up!
Wheel of life.
Back off! Eyes on me! Let's light it up!
As one with wind and cloud.
Into the frozen void!
Wind strike!
Let's light it up! Let's light it up!
Detestable!
I'm going in! Let's light it up!
You've got some nerve laying your hands on me! Harbinger power has become burdensome. I will manifest my destiny anew. Await my emergence and tremble, traveler! You had reason to be afraid.
Let's light it up!
The Tsaritsa's benevolence has no place for transgressors!
Orders given. Orders received.
Let's light it up! Everybody stand back!
Fallen leaves, adorn my night.
Pale flame smolders!
The Crimson Witch of Flames. Crimson Witch of
Pale
Embers.
flame, lay waste to frozen shell and witness my suffering. In fires of sin and retribution, your soul will be incinerated. Let's light it up! Wind strike! Embrace your searing reckoning! Off we go! Teamwork is trim! Back off! As one with wind and
Wind and cloud.
a cherished agony. Do you feel it? Embrace your searing reckoning! Let's light it up! Eyes on me! That hurt! Fallen leaves.
Adorn my night.
Wind strike. Everybody stand
Stand down.
back off!
Faster? Okay, faster. Wow.
अबे टॉर्नेडो बन गई है.
Embrace your searing reckoning!
Rise.
Back off! To ashes! Let's light it!
चल निकल. पहली फुर्सत में निकल. निकल पहली फुर्सत में.
Strong, but how?
चाइल्ड इससे डिफिकल्ट था सच्ची में.
I am a Snezhnayan diplomat. You know what happens if you lay a finger on me. I swear, if you strike me, I will make sure... The Fatui will make sure that your precious Inazuma... Stop! I order you! And you! Filthy rats! All of you!
सीधा काट दिया.
You are the enemy of eternity. But as the victor, I acknowledge your honor. Therefore, I shall allow you to leave Tenshukaku alive.
भाई साहब, सिग्नोरा को ऐसा काट दिया इसने.
The Raiden Shogun isn't gonna let us off just like that, right?
भाई क्या चल रहा है?
Oh, the air feels suffocating. It must be the Raiden Shogun's almightiness.
सिग्नोरा इज स्लेन. भाई काट दिया उसको सीधा.
One the Shogun and now Senora is gone. She got what she deserved. But Paimon still can't help but feel upset. Why are they doing it? Why are the Harbingers collecting all the no-seeds? Huh? Traveler, you got a headache? Chin up. Let's get out of this place. Paimon feels unsettled.
The Muso no Hitotachi.
Also, when the Shogun executed Senora with the Muso no Hitotachi, it was unbelievably powerful. It seems impossible to defend against. And if so, we've got no hope whatsoever of defeating her in combat.
Asakura.
So, to recap, Yaimiko wants us to go back inside the plane of Euthymia by the statue of the omnipresent god. Oh, but we'll be like lambs to the slaughter, won't we? Oh, maybe we could put this plan on hold for a while? There's the sound of electro-zapping in the air. Paimon can barely breathe.
भाई हॉरर मूवी लग रही है.
Traveler, are you okay? You're so silent.
भाई फटी पड़ी है. It's so noisy outside.
Sounds like there's a lot of noise coming from outside Tenshikaku. Has a fight broken out or something? Oh, the guards seem really nervous. Well, let's go see what the situation is, shall we?
Nervous क्या? बेहोश होके पड़े हुए हैं. कादुआ गोरो. ओ भाई, ओ तेरी.
There will always be those who dare to brave the lightning's glow.
तेरी भाई साहब. My boy Kazuha. भाई साहब, first one to survive. Attack! भाई तलवार बहुत बड़ी हो गई इसकी. डल ब्लेड लेके घूम रहा है.
So we meet again.
We meet again. भाई काजुआ का सीन सबसे सेक्सी था यार.
Indulge my curiosity. What is the reason that I find you standing here before me once again? Do you hope your foolhardiness will shelter those people? Or was it simply a means of seeking an audience with me?
The Fatui have deceived the rising shogun. The Vision Hunt decree should never have existed.
Oh? Surely you didn't rouse me from my state of eternal meditation only to tell me this. If so, then you underestimate me. I am quite well informed about the Vision Hunt decree.
You know everything that's going on outside.
Not so. Only everything that pertains to eternity. The Vision Hunt decree has my tacit approval. The Fatui's actions thus far do not constitute a threat to eternity. Otherwise, they would have been purged long ago.
It comes at a great cost to the people of Inazuma.
Individual ambition is inherently incompatible with eternity. What you might not realize is that all too often, people have far more to lose by chasing their dreams. Consider this. No one will lose their life on account of having their vision taken away. Rather, those who have lost their lives are the ones who insisted on pursuing their own aspirations, are they not?
Pepe?
Traveler, your existence is unique in my eyes. There seems to be limitless uncertainty in you. To put it another way, you are the furthest thing from eternity. So, I won't insist that you comprehend the meaning of my actions. What matters is that I tread the path of eternity on my people's behalf.
This is your plane of euthymia. It is created by your consciousness, correct?
That's right. Huh. I'm surprised you understand it so well. Anyway, you're looking for a chance to shake my will.
I'm not here to debate your ideas. I'm here to demolish them.
So be it. Well then, you who would defy eternity, time for you to enlighten me.
Let's get it on.
Do you wish to become the enemy of eternity, traveler?
Wind Strider!
Madam Cow. Yeah.
This ends now.
Eyes on me!
इम्यून? भाई ये क्या इम्यून है? मैं खाली फुकट बेडो लिया.
Evasion is futile.
मैं खाली फुकट बेडो लिया यार.
Sacred name.
मैडम.
Back off!
मेरी मछली कुछ काम की नहीं है.
Of eternity.
Let's light it up!
Strike dead.
यार बेडो फालतू है यार इसमें.
Wheel of life.
गलती कर दी यार बेडो लेके. मूसो नो हितो ताती.
Inferior.
भाग गई किधर है? इधर आ. देखो सबक दिखाओ इधर आ. I'm going in. तेरी
They never miss! Adventure time!
तेरी पैंट दा पराठा.
Let's light it up!
Inferior.
Time to go. Fallen leaves.
Adorn my night.
Let's light it up! Ow!
Faster? Okay, fast. Wow.
तेरी माँ दा पराठा. ओए की कर दी पई है?
Let's light it up!
भाई इसका हेल्थ बॉडी कम जा रही है. रुक जा.
Let's light it up!
Instabilities will be
ओ भाई साहब. ओ भाई साहब. ये ले भाई.
inferior. Strike dead. This ends now.
Wow.
ए भाई 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 भाई. बस अब हम थोड़ा तो जिंदा रहेंगे. इन्फीरियर. हाँ हाँ ओके ओके. तू ना मछली से मारो उसको.
Dear me, aren't you cutting it rather close?
Miko, this was your doing?
Now. Don't forget who taught you how to place your consciousness in objects. Surely you don't think your ambition alone is enough to shake A's will, do you? Though you alone are here, they too have ambitions, which they long since entrusted to you. Now then, close your eyes.
People, your ambitions. Lend me your power. So that I may defeat her.
Abolish the Vision Hunt Decree.
क्या म्यूजिक है ओ मैडम बुबा सॉर्ड ओ मैडम आओ आओ अब तुम्हें मजा चखाते हैं पादुआ चल क्राउड
Let's light it up!
Go.
ओ मैडम जी
Let's light it up! Teamwork is dreamwork!
बच गया ओए 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 अजॉन माय नाइट क्या कर रही है
Power that ended Heiston!
Orders given. Orders.
Fleeting shadow.
Everybody stand back!
Cloud's high. The birds
don't call.
Why do they never miss? Back off!
This world, a fleeting shadow.
Not bad. To ashes!
Rise.
I'm going in! Let's light it up!
fallen leaves.
Adorn my night. Benny boy आखिरी ओ भाई साहब Benny boy yo
You've lost, eh?
Yes, I have.
Why can you not trust your people and in the power of their ambitions? These ambitions have transcended space and time. They are something that no one can snuff out.
when people move forward with all their might they become all might they can surpass the gods' expectation and even take over the world of the gods.
Is this the lesson you learned from your journey in Liyue?
Yes.
There are nations where humans cast their god aside and stride forward. So are we to just abandon the notion of progress for the sake of wishful thinking?
You and I have both witnessed the great loss that progress can bring. Eternity. Eternity is the only way. When lightning flashes, it casts a shadow. My name means shadow. With my blade, I purged all obstacles to progress. And yet, something was lost with each step forward. In the end, I even lost her. The tales are still retold in the shade of every thunder sakura. But the wounds left on our nation by that terrible loss still ache. Never stop searching, even if only for a brief flash of light. If nothing else, we have the present moment. She said that once. But I've seen a nation stride forward and lose everything to the heavenly principles. Perhaps only if time stands still will the lightning's glow never fade. The present moment is a fragile illusion. Only eternity can bring us closer to the heavenly principles. I am no longer the shadow. Mine is the most supreme and noble form. Let power over the realm be vested within me. In this form shall I honor my subjects' dream, for a land of eternity, unchanging forevermore.
The heavenly principles. Irrelevant nonsense as far as I'm concerned. When all's said and done, all you really want is to protect your beloved Inazuma forever and ever. Isn't that right?
That would be something of an oversimplification.
But is this nation worth existing for eternity? Stripped of ambitions, stripped of the potential for change, it does nothing more than simply exist. It is a hollow shell of a nation. I wonder what loss would it really be to anyone if such a nation were destroyed?
Miko, retract your words. Never changing eternity is the promise I made to my people.
But what your people need from you is not your promises. They want your attention. Your divine gaze.
You mean visions? Humans have a lifespan of barely 100 years. They cannot afford to bear any extra losses. But I have experienced it all. That is why I have chosen to guide them along the correct path toward eternity.
But eternity is far too cruel a fate for you, eh?
For me?
Not only have you stopped paying attention to the world, but you have stopped paying attention to yourself. It must have been terribly lonely here, all alone, for centuries on end.
But it is necessary.
You will miss much by refusing progress. You seek to prevent loss, but have you considered all you are losing by remaining here in stasis for all eternity? You are obviously lonely, and yet for the sake of eternity you choose to stretch your loneliness out to infinity. Tell me this. Why is the sky here that was once so dark glowing again? Why now? This is your plane of euthymia. It's your inner world. So it can only mean that you are happy to see me again. You have found the loneliness here unbearable for a long time now, haven't you?
I have nothing to say to that.
But I have so much to say to you. Let me tell you all that has happened over the last few centuries.
How long will that take?
As a Fox envoy, I have an excellent memory. I recall every detail of the last few centuries with perfect clarity. So it will probably take me another few centuries to relay it to you.
Miko, I never thought I would have the chance to meet with you like this again. Seeing you again is a change to eternity. And a very nice surprise.
Since you are willing to admit that, I suppose that means we can still be friends?
What a childish conversation this is. Anyway, now that I have been defeated by you and your plan, I will honor your wish to abolish the Vision Hunt Decree. But, with regards to eternity and the question of whether this nation should move forward, I need time to give it some thought.
You are the one who's been acting like a child from the very beginning. As promised, the Raiden Shogun abolished the Vision Hunt Decree. Finally, her people's wishes penetrated her locked heart. Beyond the plane of euthymia, she saw what eternity means in the eyes of the world. When one's fervent ambition burns brightly, the gods will cast their gaze upon you. Some ambitions have the power to heal wounds, to bring victory, to inspire hope. But some ambitions
Padua.
their masters long after the soul ascends.
भाई इसके दोस्त का एम्बिशन
In the beginning,
पादुआ के दोस्त का एम्बिशन पूरा हो गया withstand the Miso no Hitatachi.
bright and true. For all eternity.
पादुआ ने बदला ले लिया अपना और अपने दोस्त की ख्वाहिश पूरी करी.
Do in the Raiden Shogun's plane of Euthymia anyway?
पाइमोन नहीं था अंदर?
Is the Vision Hunt decree abolished?
It was all thanks to Yaemiko.
Oh, gotcha. Paimon was super worried, you know. So, maybe the reason Yaemiko is looking for us now is because she wants to thank us. Let's go find her.
मेरे को लगा था पाइमोन साथ में था अंदर. Wishes.
Adventure time.
अभी अनलॉक होगा काजुआ का क्वेस्ट.
Why, hello, if it isn't the triumphant traveler. And why might you be visiting the shrine? A sign of piety, perhaps?